think it's interesting because the time we're going through right now in the media and entertainment space is the age of great anxiety. Everybody's anxious. People who are running these big companies are anxious. Even streaming companies are anxious. Investors are anxious. Advertisers are anxious. The creative community is anxious. Agents are anxious. Everybody's anxious. They're anxious because this is an era of great transformation, and there are still a lot of unknowns. If you are a creator, I happen to believe that the world ahead, the world that we've really entered into, is a great world because it's going to create more opportunity. The problem is in this transformation from the traditional to the or to the new media, you have a completely different manner of measuring success. So if you're a creator, it used to be about what's my box office and what are my TV ratings. Gone, both gone. So I think one, there's anxiety because
They can't count.
it's harder to count, and that ties to compensation too. How am I rewarded? In a lot of cases, creators are rewarded in a good way. They're bought out. In other words, there's no ancillary rights. Their rights are basically they're bought in perpetuity. So once they sell it, then what's next? Do I root for it to continue to get great? I may not get paid against that. I think they want it to be great and consumed by a lot of people, but it's an interesting time in that regard. And I think what also you're seeing is a lot of people who are running these businesses are anxious and transferring that anxiety to the creative community.
Right.
And you have a creative community that is typically anxious to begin with because they're putting their creative soul on the line constantly, and there's so much that can't be predicted.
So when that happens, who do you think wins in that game? Is it creators? We're going to have Issa Rae on next, who makes her own stuff.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think creators win. Again, I think we've got to figure out how creators get compensated fairly in basically a new way of measuring what success is.
Do you have